In this Sean Speaks episode, I get to speak to you from my heart about an important part of parenting, family life, and a parent's mental health and mindset. I want to help you thrive in how you speak to your kids and how you speak to yourself. Sean Speaks is a live teaching I did with a Zoom room filled with my VIP members. It's interactive, it's spontaneous, it's raw and unedited. If you'd like to go deeper with me, visit my website. My role in your life too is encourage you, inspire you, coach you, challenge you, poke you, provoke you, educate you, and do everything I can to help you be the best parent you could be. I want to share some interesting words with you here today. And as I share these words with you, I hope you know I say them because I love you, I care about you, I care about your families, and partly how I help people is through some edgy kind of confrontational word choices that I sometimes use. So today I'm going to open up our time together and I'm going to share 5 reasons why you are a triggered, reactive parent. And just so you know, I'm speaking to myself, I'm speaking to everybody. Just use these words and just know that there's no time for mom guilt here. There's no room for dad guilt. I'm just here to help enlighten you, empower you, inspire you, and let you know you are not alone. We are all in this together. 5 reasons why you are a triggered, reactive parent. Reason number 1 is that your calendar sucks. Your calendar sucks. How you are spending your time is not working for you, for your kids, or your parent. Maybe you are just working too much. I just got off a call with a parent. He's got a young child that's really, really struggling. And he says, I try to show up for my kid, but, I work 10 to 12-hour days. And I come home and I'm stressed. And right there, everybody, I've heard enough. I've heard enough. It's like we want it all, don't we? We want these awesome kids, these close, connected, healthy homes. And some of us want to work 10 to 12 hours a day. And I want that too. Work is great. I love work. I'm working right now. But you know what? If you work too much, you're going to be a hot mess. If you got too much on your plate, too many sports scheduled, too many things going for yourself, too many things going for your kids, too many this, too many yeses, too less boundaries, you're going to be a hot mess. All the experts say, especially with kids ages 12 and under, we've got to save 15 minutes a day for our kids, especially with younger kids. 15 minutes a day. I teach my clients to even think of it like a title, like you're calling this special time or connected time. This is like a well-known thing that parenting experts share. It's like you've got to make quality time. Now, if you've got teenagers and above, it might be hard to get that 15 minutes. They are having a hard time giving you that 15 minutes because they're so busy. So maybe their schedule sucks. Reason number 2, if you ever ask myself, why am I like this? Why do I react so much? Why am I always so stressed and angry? Reason number 2 is that you have given your power away and you've made a bad choice. Who have you given your power away to? You tell me. Have you given your power away to your boss? Have you given your power away to your finances? Have you given your power away to your work-life flow? Have you given your power away to your children and you are in a codependent relationship with your child? So your child is going through a hard time. Your child is having an emotional, issue or emotional experience. Are you one of those parents that has said really foolishly to yourself, if my kid's not happy, then I can't be happy. Oh my gosh, please do not do that. Please free yourself from being in a codependent relationship with your child. That is not true. That is not healthy. What your child needs is a stable, loving parent full of love. They need you to be the adult in the relationship and for you to be in a healthy, interdependent relationship with them and with others and not codependent with anyone. Reason number 3, why are you a triggered reactive parenting is you suck at something that's really important. You suck at mindfulness. You suck at mindfulness. Now, again, just know my heart. I'm just trying to cheer you up. I'm trying to make you giggle. I'm trying to help you right now. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the arts of just talking to yourself, talking yourself off a cliff, giving yourself a timeout, and counseling yourself. What is the opposite of mindfulness? Well, the opposite of mindfulness is mindlessness. It's like, have you ever said that to yourself? Why do I keep doing this? Or if I've ever asked you the question, what were you feeling? What was the buttons underneath that reaction? And if you ever say to myself, I don't know, I just do it. I just yell. I just snap. I just lecture. I just do passive aggressiveness. I don't even think about it. It just comes out. Or maybe you're on the other extreme. You know what? I don't even think about stepping into conflict. For me, my instinct is just to avoid, or just to go work, or to go pour another glass of wine. The opposite of mindfulness is mindlessness. And if you are finding yourself, why am I so reactive? Look deeper. And one of the reasons is because you suck at mindfulness. It's something that we need to do as healthy adults. Now, let's have compassion for ourselves. We didn't grow up having a class in mindfulness. Many of us didn't have parents who coached us in the art of mindfulness. The opposite of mindfulness is this mindlessness. This is extremely reactive. And you know what it is? It's really selfish. Reactions are selfish. They're a way of self-protecting ourselves, getting what we want, trying to force our kids into behavioral management style that makes us feel good, that makes us feel better. Here's the thing. Our kids are supposed to be kids. I've got a 7-year-old and I expect her to act 7. And I'll tell you, 7-year-olds are kind of annoying. They have a hard time with impulses. You might say to them 50 freaking times, the couch is for sitting. The couch is for sitting. You might say it in a nice, pleasant tone. You might snap it, and they're still going to have a hard time not doing somersaults on your dang white couch. It's like you might say to a 13-year-old, hey, are you feeling okay? Like, what's going on? Did I say something? And they still are eye rolling you. We're waking up and their hair is all crazy. They're just like, what the heck happened to you? One second you're here, the next second they're 13. They're supposed to be hormonal and up and down. It's supposed to feel like that. That's normal. You're supposed to be very up and down when you're 16. That's what you're supposed to do. And when you're a parent and these people came out of your bodies, or you put them in someone else's body, or adopted them out of a body, you're supposed to be the adult in the relationship, right? You're supposed to be the consistent one, consistency of love. And we want to show up without being these reactive parents. Reason number 4, why are we, you and I, why are we these triggered reactive parents? Is because our self-talk is garbage. I used to collect the garbage pail kids as a kid. That's some old school stuff right there. You got to be at least like 40 years old to be known I'm talking about. Just like these characters, they like were in the garbage and they were stinky. But you know what? One of the ways I want to support you as a parent is to really make sure that you are talking to yourself in a very good, positive ways. I even made a quick little video about it. I said, you know what really good parenting is? It's on social media. It says, good parenting has more to do with how you talk to yourself than how you talk to your children. Because it's how we talk to ourselves is in those hotbed moments, when someone leaves a wet towel on the ground, or someone gets toast out of a toaster and then they leave crumbs all over the place and they don't pick it up. Freaking annoying, right? What do we do in those moments? Right? The toaster crumbs. What do we do when our teenagers out and about on the town and they don't tell us when they're going from 7-Eleven down to the ice cream shop, and we're scared and we don't know what's happening to them, and we feel like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Is my kid on drugs? Are they getting kidnapped? Are they in Guatemala right now? Are they being trafficked? What's happening? And you get so scared. Who are they talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Hey, I know this. I acted well because I'm there. I'm living it out. I'm struggling with these things myself. And how we handle our minds, how we talk to ourselves really matters. We trigger ourselves. Our kids don't trigger us. We trigger ourselves in how we think about a situation, how we look at a situation, right? How we process a situation. Some of us, we trigger ourselves because we have a whole parenting of shoulds. You should be doing this. You should not be doing that. You should be doing this. You should not be leaving crumbs all over my island of your toast. It's obvious why you should not be doing that. And we just sabotage ourselves with these shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Some of us sabotage our own self-talk by just saying dark stuff. in our heads about ourselves. I'm a horrible parent. I'm a failure. I'm failing. Some of us, we sabotage our own minds by just saying dark stuff about our kids. Like, gosh, this kid's a jerk. Oh, this kid's a sociopath. This kid's got a dark future. This kid's never going to be able to keep a job or be in a romantic relationship. We let our minds wander with dark stuff, and it's just not good. We trigger ourselves, and then we become a reactive. And the reaction is just a symptom of the deeper issue, what's happening in our minds, all because your kid did not put the lid on the mustard bottle. All because your kid is struggling and getting some struggles with science class, or maybe in the third grade, they're getting letters home from their class teacher because they're struggling with impulsivity in the third grade. And the fifth reason, which I could go on and on about this, why are we such triggered reactive parents, is because we put this pressure on ourselves. We put this pressure on ourselves to raise amazing kids. Maybe it's because we feel like it's our duty to society. Maybe it's because we're living in some trauma that we've even been through. And like, we just feel like we don't want to traumatize our kids. We don't want them to go through trauma. Or maybe we're living and parenting in our own trauma. We've been through something. We really don't want to have our kids get hurt. Or we have to feel like we have to protect them. We're afraid of them getting hurt. I don't know. There's a million reasons. Or maybe it's just like, you know what? My parents raised me and they were great. And now, it's my duty to raise great kids. I have to raise obedient, great kids. And I need to do that. Maybe it's because you feel like, you know what? It's just embarrassing to not raise a perfect little angel. And you're judging yourself, or your family's judging you, or you're afraid of getting judged. There's a gazillion reasons why. And I know this because I've thought these things too. It's like this pressure to like, I have to have these perfect kids. And I love to tell this to my clients, and I want to tell it to you as I wrap it up. I've been working with kids a long time, man. I used to be cool and young, and the kids used to like me. Now I'm old and crusty and in my mid-40s, and I'm not as cool anymore. And I'm even saying the same stupid jokes for the last 20 years, and my wife doesn't even laugh at it anymore. It's so embarrassing. I got grays come out of my eyebrows, out of my ears. And here's what I've learned, though. I've learned a lot of stuff. I've learned that you don't got to be cool. That's for sure. That's really nice. They don't got to be cool to be a good parent. You got to be loving, though. You got to be present. You can't work too much. You can be imperfect. You can work a lot, and you can be busy. You could be a single parent. You can have money, and you cannot have money. You could have gone through messy stuff, or just have, like just a gazillion ways to be an awesome, loving parent. But you know what? If you have a pattern of just highly reactivity, high amounts of triggers, well, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for your kids to trust you. It's going to be hard for your kids to feel close with you because they are looking for something consistent and someone that they can trust. Trust to be imperfect, trust to be human, trust to show up with an apology, and just trust for them to show them the way. And if you're listening to me here with live, or you're listening to this as a recording, I want to say, keep it up. Keep loving. Keep doing the best you can. And let's all keep growing together.
Parents, thank you for letting me be a positive voice in your life. I love you and I love your family. If you're sick and tired of those same painful patterns in your parenting, or the same painful bad behaviors in your kids, then what are you waiting for? Join me in my VIP membership. I'd love to speak with you and give you the specific tools that you need.